Hi guys and dolls, how are you? I owe you an apology because I'm silly. I had a tooth extracted and I haven't told you anything since it's happened. So I want to kind of update you. First of all, it went very, very well. Well, okay, before I go there. First of all, first of all. Um it didn't go well initially. Like the extraction itself was kind of a bear because I had a cavity and it got infected and I got a cavity infected abscess. So the abscess had attached itself to the tooth and was weakening the tooth and breaking it off in pieces. So I had to have it removed. I didn't have a lot of pain with any of this. So otherwise I would have been begrudgingly, I would have been in the dentist's office earlier, but I had no pain. So but when I saw the x-rays, I'm like, holy crap. Holy crap. So yeah, big, huge black spot. And then like he showed me a smaller spot. He said that was the cavity and this is the abscess. So um, he had to keep numbing me because I felt the pain. It was not in the tooth itself, but he gave me like 4 shots at different times, okay? They're real tricky. Dentists are real tricky. They don't come at you like this so you don't see the needle coming for your face. They go under so you don't see the needle. I'm hip to this, okay? I'm hip to that. It's all good. The 4th shot I didn't feel at all. The only reason I felt pain was not in the tooth itself. I felt pain in the because of the abscess. So he's in the process of breaking out all these tools and this thing that looks like a pliers. I wish I hadn't seen that, but whatever. Um, and I'm like, he said, "You're feeling that. Do you want me to stop? Do you want to come back another day?" I said, "No, let's go for it." So he said, "I'm going to tell you when I'm going to go for it." I'm like, "Okay," because then you know to brace yourself, okay? So this total extraction probably took about 20 to 25 minutes just because it seemed to me that the abscess was holding on to that tooth with a death grip, like this is mine. It didn't want to let go. I asked him for another shot, and he said he was like real quiet, and I said, "You gave me the max you could give." He said, "I've just about given you the maximum I could give. It's the pain. So like, is it a sharp pain or what?" I said, "Yeah, it's kind of a sharp pain." He said, "The pain is coming from the abscess itself," and that's when I was like, okay. So I kind of switched my head in a different gear, so to speak, if that makes any sense. Like, it's not the tooth. You're cool on the tooth. Everything's fine with that. But the pain was with the abscess itself. So he told me he was going for it. I braced myself. I got ready and just let him do what he had to do. It wasn't unbearable. It wasn't fun, but it wasn't unbearable. And I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, it was probably a 7, almost an 8. Because like I said, that abscess is like, this is my tooth and I'm going to continue destroying it. No, you're not. You've done enough damage. Okay. So got that out. And then, they give you instructions, no carbonated drinks, um, no eating on that side if you can help it. Rinse your mouth a couple times with salt water. She told me, do not spit out like you normally do. How you would normally spit. She said, just bend over the sink and let the water drip out of your mouth. So you're not putting any pressure or anything on here. So you just kind of let it drip in the sink. What else? Take Tylenol. He said take Tylenol as soon as you can so you could get a head start, jump before the pain. And I've learned that the hard way through surgeries, and I didn't do it no more. But you need to take your meds as soon as you can, so that, because if the pain already kicks in, like when you're due for the pain medicine, take it as soon as you can, because once the pain kicks in, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's too late, but the medicine has to work twice as hard. Now you're suffering while you're waiting for the pain to, subside with the pain medication. So I started religiously taking Tylenol just to be on the safe side because the numbness is there. And when that wears off, it's not going to be fun. Okay. So I just went ahead and took Tylenol. I've been forgetting. This happened on Monday. We're in Thursday. I had no issues at all. They called me the next day because they want to see how you're doing. And I said, I feel like $1,000,000 compared to how I felt beforehand, before this was taken out. He was so excited. He's like, I am so happy to hear that. I was just so glad. They're so upbeat, and they're so energetic, and they're so happy. And you're sitting in there and you're nervous. You are nervous, right? They're going to be shoving needles in your mouth and trying to yank a freaking tooth out of your head, right? But because it's such a happy environment, you're not nearly as nervous as you would be. I was cracking jokes with them left and right. I'm backtracking, so bear with me. The one girl that works there, she said, if you could lay right here. I said, well, I'd rather sit in the chair and have you lay down. She lost it. She said, no, I don't like being on the other end of it. I'm like, I don't either. So, I mean, like I said, the environment is like, it makes all the difference. It really does. But I've had zero complications. I've had no issues. The saltwater rinse, which I do 2 to 3 times a day, especially after I eat, so that if there's any remnants of food, I can just rinse it out and get all that away from there. The salt solution reduces swelling, inflammation. All right. So that's like totally cool. Um, I've had no issues. Now, this is sore. Like, ooh, like right there is sore, right there. But that's where the tooth was. Up on the upper level, in the very back on the upper. But because the tooth is in such a weird place, he had to pull my cheek out as far as he could so he could get in there and do what he had to do. So he said you could put some ice on your face, like, so I probably will do that tonight. That's more sore than anything. Okay. When I'm, trying to get some sleep at night, what I'll do is if I yawn or if I don't know, I press my tongue against the upper part of my mouth to prevent my teeth from crunching down on each other because I don't want pressure on that area. So I'm warm. Oh, so what else is new? So anyway, I'm doing well. I haven't had much pain. Sometimes I forget to take the Tylenol. Today I didn't. Did I set the alarm? I don't remember last time I took it. When am I due again? Heck, I don't remember. Did I set the alarm? I don't remember if I set the alarm. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So I set the alarm on my phone, and it tells me when I'm due for another Tylenol. But I haven't had hardly any pain. I've been forgetting to take the Tylenol, which is a good thing. You're not in so much pain that you feel like you need to, or you don't feel like it's starting where you have to get ahead of it with a pill. My cheek is sore, and that's pretty much it. Like, right there is sore. This is a little sore, but it's mostly sore right there. But I've been eating like this. You tilt your head to the side. I went to the restaurant with a friend, and I cut my burger up in little pieces. Not little tiny pieces, but like cut my burger in 4 pieces so that I can eat smaller bites, and then kind of tilt the head to the side and eat, and then stick some fries in your mouth and tilt your head to the side, doing that number. It takes 3 to 5 days to heal. It could take longer, but I think I'm healing in leaps and bounds. I'm just doing very, very well. So I don't have any major pain. I don't have any complications. I don't have fluid bleeding. I have absolutely nothing. I'm doing very, very, very well. So, yeah. I realized that I had this procedure done, and I didn't tell you anything after afterwards. So I'm just giving you an update in case you have to have it done. Oh, and I think I told you this. I don't know. I asked him, could I see it? Yeah, I did tell you that. I asked him, could I see it? And I took a look at it like, oh, okay. I want to see what's been making my life a living hell for the past several months or a couple months or whatever. It had been having so much fun in there doing its thing. I had no idea. And then what happened? It got to the point where my gum was swollen, and when I put my teeth together, I could feel it back there. And I'm going, oh. So I'm thinking there's food trapped. So what I did was I, flossed my teeth. That the swelling would come and go and come and go and come and go. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and get it checked out. So I did, and now we're on the other side of things, and I'm in the recovery side. So it's good. I've been eating soft foods, like I had mac and cheese the other day, and I had cereal, and just soft foods, period. So for the most part, yeah, soft food. And like I said, tilt that head to the side because you don't want food to gather. And I just did a salt rinse. Now this is gonna look real funny, but I'm just telling you. When I do the salt rinse, and this is just me, you do what works for you, but I didn't do, you know how you do the aggressive like that? I'm not doing that because I don't want to aggravate this. So what I will do is I'll put the salt water in my mouth. I'll do like 3 or 4 swishes. I'll do this number. I'll bend over the sink, and I'll do this. And I'm emphasizing the salt in this area. And then she said, don't spit it out. Just bend over and let it drip out of your mouth. And then to get the remaining part, I'll let it drip. And then I'll just go like that to get the rest out. So I'm just letting you know what I'm doing, because I don't want, I'm sorry, I'm just going to be blunt with you. There's a blood clot in there, and that serves as a door to keep infection out and to allow the healing to take place. So, and you don't want that to come out, because if it does, then you get what's called a dry socket, which is probably pretty uncomfortable. I don't want to be on that side of things, and I don't want to experience that, okay? I did talk to them. I said, what if it accidentally got dislodged? And he said, well, it depends. We may put a paste up in there to allow it to continue to heal or whatever, but I'm just doing whatever I can to avoid that whole scenario. I don't know what it entails if that were to happen, but I'm not trying to experience that. Okay. All right. So I wanted to give you guys an update. I hope you're doing well. Much love. And I'll talk to you next time. Y'all take care. Bye.